don't get in coma.
That is exactly what happened today. You guys have seen the reversed video of everything that happened in the beginning, and I'm just going to be doing a breakdown for people that don't understand what I just showed. What I just showed is what I've just shown is my visits to Memorial Hospital. This is not a paid advert. I don't have anything that I'm gaining from them. I don't have anything to say. All I'm just going to say is I don't have any benefits I'm getting from them. I'm just saying my own general experience of what happened with the hospital. And so prior to this trip, I've always wanted to go for like a full body checkup, and that's because of some things that I am experiencing. And then my husband said, okay, why not go out to check exactly what is wrong so we can see and tackle it on time. So trip cost us over £3,000, and I'm just going to be doing the review of my experience and what I think could have been better. So the cost of this package, I went for their essential checkup package, which cost $1,100. If you want, you can just send me a DM, or you can send me a message or drop a comment if you would like to get their hey Jesus, if you like to get the file of what they sent to me, I can always send it to you so you can see their other packages. And it's not just for females alone, they are also for the males, so you can always check it. So now let's go straight forward without wasting any more of our time. The package cost $1,100. Is the basic essential checkup, female checkup, but I added pulmonary, I think that's the word, added it to it, which was extra $250. I think the total payment was like almost $1,400. So, but we didn't pay. So when we got to the airport, they already sent us a video, but before our arrival time, because the money is inclusive of the pickup from the airport. They'll pick us up from the airport, drop us at our hotel. Then on your day of your appointment, they'll come and pick you up at your hotel, take you to the hospital. When you're done, they'll bring you back to your hotel, and then the day that you're leaving Turkey, they would come and pick you up and drop you back at the airport, which I think is a fair deal, because I don't have to start stressing myself or to start checking what I need to maybe I need to organize anything. So I think that's a good thing. So after we did all of that, so when we got to Turkey, after immigration and custom, we're asked to go to their office, because they've got like an office in the international airports. So when we got there, they arranged our pickup, which was really good. I enjoyed. Let me show you guys a video that I did in the pickup bus. You guys can see here that it looks luxury. It's so exotic. I really love it. Like I've never entered that kind of pickup before. It just blew my mind away. So, and then one thing I noticed about that was after we got to the airport, we came like I think almost 2 hours earlier than our arrival time. So we met them and they were like, oh, we're not supposed to be around yet, this that. So they had to quickly arrange and tell the driver to quickly come up because it was amazing. I love the ride. So the next day, they already texted us that same day that we arrived that our appointment was for 9 a.m. the next day, so we should be at 9:30, rather we should be at the reception at 8:30, which I think 8:50. Sorry, I don't even know why I'm mixing these things up. So they came to the hotel, they came to pick us up. It was not a luxury car this time around, it was just a normal random car, which I just felt like maybe I don't know what went wrong at that part. So they picked us up at the hotel. When we got to the hospital, you are expected to take your international passport. They didn't tell us to take it, which I find it weird. Like, I mean, they should have just told us that, oh, these are documents you're supposed to bring to the airport, to the hospital. But my husband said, oh, I should just take my international passport just in case they ask, which they eventually asked for it. So in case you're going, you need to take your international passport along with you to the hospital. So when we got there, they said they collected the international passport. They gave me a form, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Yes, so that was the form that they gave me for me to fill. So now, after filling that form, I submitted the form with my international passport. And after submitting the form with my international passport, we then, you know, waited, and then they brought like a translator. You're going to be assigned to a translator. So the translator took us to the next stage, which was payment. When we got there, he tried to convince me not to do mammography and bone density something, and which I find weird, because I've been, you know, seeing a lot of people say, oh, sometimes they might try to convince you not to do something because it was already included in the package. So I asked him a question. I said, if I'm not doing this too, is it going to reduce the price? He said, oh no, that it's a fixed price. Then I'm like, I'm not taking that deal. Then he came back again to say, oh, the machine for the mammography is not working, this, that. I'm like, that's your problem, that's not my problem. It's your problem. You guys should fix it. I am going to do these things, or you should reduce the price. My husband was already feeling like, maybe we should just go with it. And I'm like, nah, no, the world doesn't work that way. How would I pay for a service and then I won't get the full service? So, you know, we had to wait. I had to go back. I know me, when I'm going back and forth with you, I'm not going to leave it until you answer me. So he went. He said that he was going to call his boss. In front of us, he called one lady, and then he was speaking the Turkish language. Eventually, he came back to tell us that, oh, they've removed the $150 out of the money. And I'm like, yeah, now we are talking. I'm not getting the full service, then I should get a discount. So he said, oh, okay, then that's fine, this, that. Then we went to make payment. So after we went to make payment, the first thing that went was the blood work. Now, here's a video of the blood work. It was quite funny. I love it. I personally love the blood work because I'm always scared of needles, but you know, they made it so fun and all of that. So after we did the blood work, we went to other places where we did the teeth. I did my I think radiography of the teeth. I also did like an eye test. Now this is a video of when I was doing the eye test. Then I also did like the thyroid, the abdominal, and then the breast ultrasound. You guys can also see in this video here. And then after all of that, I did a lot of other things. I went to the gynae. I did my pap smear test. After doing my pap smear test, I also went for what they call this thing, I went to the cardiologist so they can check my heart, you know, and it was really good. It was really good. I also did the stress heart tests, which I had this ECG connected to my chest with the blood pressure checker, and then you guys can see the video here. Yes, that was the video you guys just watched. It was really stressing me. I started panting at some point, but we eventually did it. And then, you know, after all of this, we sat with each specialist, the dentist, the eye doctor, the cardiologist, and then, you know, they would do the whole explanation of what the result is. If there's a problem, they let you know. If it's something that drugs can fix, they will prescribe drugs for you, and if it's not, they would, you know, let you know the next stage. Then after all of this, you go to like a doctor where the doctor will not do the final checks. Like I think that's like a general practitioner. Yeah, we'll just do the general check, and then they'll let you know that, oh, okay, this, that. and then they would tell you your results of other things that you didn't see the specialist for. Then, like, result on your blood tests, on the other things that they work. So after they do all of this, while doing all of this, your translator is going to be with you throughout. Trust me, you and your translator, you're going to be best of friends for the whole moment. So after all of that, we went to the pharmacy, went to get all the prescribed drugs that they gave us, which was this is paid for. You are not going to, it's not inclusive in the amount that you paid for, so you have to pay for your drugs yourself. So after we were done at the pharmacy, we came back to the hospital to then go for the complimentary breakfast. Mind you guys, this was already past 2, like going to like 3. I think they could do better with that, because they had like a menu that had like just 6 options of breakfast, and those 6 options of breakfast were still, it's the same breakfast menu that they're giving somebody at 2-3 p.m. So if somebody is done with all their tests at 6 p.m, does it mean that they will still have to choose from the breakfast menu at 6 p.m? I think they should do better in that aspect. Have like the limited options they have for breakfast, also have limited options for lunch, and maybe lunch and dinner they can just have one menu for that. And so they gave me the voucher. This is how the voucher looks like, and I was able to tender it for them to get me my food and to get me like a tea. They didn't give my husband a voucher because he's not the patient. I was the only patient, so it was just only me that they gave voucher to. And then that is all the whole experience. So then your translator then leaves you and say, okay, that's fine. Now, I was not aware that the translator was supposed to book your ride back to the to your hotel. I thought the same person that I've been chatting with on WhatsApp is the same person I was going to say, oh hi, we're not done. And also she was on that made mention that, oh, your translator should have done that. So we had to go back to where we did the registration at first, and then they had to call our translator back, and then he had to sort out our drop off. Now this is the drop off van. You guys can see that is actually luxurious. It's almost like not even the same van that picked us up at the airport. Now the morning one was just a normal cab. I don't even understand. Maybe they wanted to really make us meet up with the appointment time, and they didn't have the time to do all of the to arrange all of that, and they just use like a normal cab for us. I actually don't know. So now if they are asking for our when we are going back, so they can also prepare in ahead rather for the pickup back to the airport. These are all my test results. They'll give you like a folder that contains all your test results that you've done, which I think is really good. So you can always take it back to your GP in the UK or wherever you're coming from. So if they want to do for that test, for that examination, they can go ahead with it. They'll also send you a copy to your email that would contain the English translation, because this is also in Turkey and English. Some parts are in English, but the full translation would be sent to you when they're done. So I think it was, overall I would rate it a solid 8/10. It's really good. It's just that just know that the amount that you're paying for the service is not the final amount. They can tell you to go and do other tests or for that test, and then you would have to pay for those ones. Like there's one of my tooth that needs filling. They had to tell me to pay extra $130 to fill the tooth. So I told them not to bother about it. I would probably go somewhere else, maybe use the opportunity to take the vacation to Albania again, to now go and do like a proper teeth work. They wanted to also check my chest region more, so they told me to go and pay extra money for them to not do further examination. I think those are like the extra money that you keep spending. So it's left to you if you want to go ahead, or if you don't want to go ahead with it. That's not a problem. So I've just rate everything 8/10, and you know, it's really good. Most of the tests that I did, I've never done them in my life, and it was just, you know, amazing to be able to do that and to be able to know exactly where my body is. If you've watched this video to this very moment, I would like it for you guys to please kindly subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and share this video to whoever you think might be interested in, you know, knowing more details about this checkup in Turkey. My name is Mr. Falade, and I will see you guys in the next video. So I'll see you all, and bye.